Hello, class. Happy week 5. Okay, so I have successfully survived two typhoons in the last 8 days. Um, I did lose my power there for a little while, but this second one wasn't bad. So I think we're done for the season, which is supposed to end November 1st. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I hope all is well with y'all. Um, looks like we're in the final stretch of what I call the hard material for the course. You guys did really well on this last round of quizzes. So we have one more quiz-based homework for this week. I've already sent out the homework file for that. There's not much calculations to do on these items. There's a lot of true falses on there too. Just know we're in the tail end of the normal distribution, so we're using z tables and the z-score formula. Again, that's just the raw score minus the mean divided by the standard deviation, and we're getting into this concept of the 68, 95, 99.7 rule, which is really simply just if you had a normal curve and you cut it in half, and we have standard deviation units, typically 3 on each side, 1 and 1, 2 and 2, and 3 and 3. 68% fall within plus or minus 1 standard deviation. 95% fall within 2 plus or minus 2 standard deviations, and 99.7 fall within plus or minus 3 standard deviations. For those of you who are ever going to get into the management consulting business, that's me. I've heard terms like Six Sigma. That's actually referring to going out to 6 standard deviations on each side of the curve. And ultimately, as a business owner, you want your production and services to fall within those tail ends of the curve. You can never the normal curve never touches 0, but it gets pretty darn close conceptually. So, and that's exactly what you got to think here. The normal curve is a conceptual model that actually, I will use this analogy. Some people may or may not like it, but it's almost religious. You have to believe in it because it is a natural phenomenon. We can sample a lot of things around the world that we do, both personally, socially, business-wise, whatever. The normal curve exists in the data for the most part. And if it doesn't, that's where analysts and statisticians come in to figure out why. Okay, so that is it. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I know a couple of people have been using that classroom discussion for questions, and I kind of suck at paying attention to that, so I've always said, please just email me directly if you have any issues or questions, because you'll find that I actually respond like pretty darn quick. All right, so that's it. And listen, one more week, we have our midterm exam, the big midterm, and I'll give you a little breakdown of what to focus in on, so you're not like guessing as to what, or worried about what's going to be on the midterm. It's usually not that bad. And then we're at the halfway mark, halfway done with the course. That's crazy, right? All right, so that's it. Let's have a great week. Any questions, just ask.